Building rapport with our RV customers, right? How are we doing it? What is rapport? And are we even building rapport with our customers? There's been a lot of sales places that I've been at where, mediocre sales managers and sales trainers will tell you to just talk about, the sticker that's on their window, or that you guys have the same truck, or that their coat is the same, or that their jacket color is your favorite color. Like complimenting just everything about the customer so that you can hopefully get them to like you. But you have to understand is that doesn't really get a customer to like you. If anything, a customer's thinking, this person might be a little weird. Like it's like no one comes to an RV dealership to become your best friend. Like they don't care to hear your story. They don't care to hear about what you've done in the RV industry, or X, Y, and Z. Customers don't care about that. Customers care about what they care about. And if you're not talking about what they care about, then they might look at it excuse me, they might look at it as you wasting their time. And really that's more what it is, because customers come to you at your RV dealership because you are an expert in your field, because you have something that they see as, something they might want to purchase, right? Maybe they want to travel the US. They want to, go places with their kids, their loved ones, knock bucket list items off. Maybe they just enjoy local camping and that's what they do every weekend with all of their family and their extended friends, right? So, if customers want to do that and they're coming to you to look at RVs to talk about, how can we make this goal? How can we make this dream a reality? And what you're talking to them about is, the Cleveland Browns and the NFL and MLB and the NBA and the weather and the news and the X and the Y and the Z. It's going in one ear and out the other of your customer. And regardless if they're talking to you, they're not taking you very seriously as an RV salesperson, because you're not even talking about an RV. You're not even trying to add value into their life at this point, because, all you're doing is talking about general topics that everybody already knows and everybody already discusses. One thing that has interested me is, honestly, the definition of rapport, because to me, it makes a lot of sense to understand what the definition of rapport is if we're going to build good rapport with our customers. So, rapport, a close and harmonious relationship in which the people or groups concerned understand each other's feelings or ideas and communicate well. Okay. Close and harmonious relationship that has nothing to do with football, that has nothing to do with surface level things. The people that we have our closest relationships to in our daily lives are people that we can talk about deeper things with than news, sports, and weather. We can talk about life, issues, things that are coming up, vacations, how the family's doing, grades, kids sports, like what our kids are doing in sports, things like that, right? That's what we talk about with people that we are close and harmonious with. Sure, we'll have some sports conversations and debates with them, but the meat and potatoes isn't there, right? So if we think it is on a surface level and that's all we talk about as an RV salesperson, then we're missing out on a lot of deals. So, rapport, a close and harmonious relationship in which the people or groups concerned understand each other's feelings or ideas and communicate well. So, as an RV salesperson, to build rapport, I have to get a close and harmonious relationship where I understand my counterparts' feelings and ideas and I communicate well with them. So if I'm unable to learn my customers' feelings, if I'm unable to ask the right questions to pull out my customers' emotions, their feelings, their ideas, what they want to accomplish, if I'm unable to do that, then I am unable to build good rapport. Because again, rapport is a close and harmonious relationship in which the people or groups concerned understand each other's feelings or ideas and communicate well. If all we're doing is talking about news, sports, weather, and surface level things with our customers, then there is no possible way that we are learning their ideas or their feelings. And I need you to understand that, because if we're not asking the right questions, if we're not asking questions that are designed around building real rapport, then we're not actually building it. You have to understand that. Now, how do we build real rapport? Real rapport is built with your customer when you're asking questions that are designed to add value into your customer's life, because a customer isn't going to buy your RV until the price of the RV is less than the value that's going to be added into a customer's life. Now, the truth is, the value that an RV adds into a customer's life is priceless. So you can always justify buying an RV for the most part, but you have to be able to get your customer to cross that bridge with you, because not all customers come in thinking that an RV is a need, right? In fact, most people think it's a want. So if we want to build rapport, we have to ask questions based off of adding value to our customer's life. So how do we do that? We ask them questions that start with who, what, when, where, why, and how. Why is probably the last one that I'm using, okay? Because why is a very in your face. It reminds you of your nagging 5-year-old that says why. And we don't always want that to happen, especially if we're a salesperson. We don't want them to think we're nagging them, right? And sometimes when we use the word why, it sounds a little naggy, okay? So we're going to be asking questions. Who are you going to be going with? What are you going to be doing? What are you going to be doing with the RV? Where are you going to be going? And all of these questions are open-ended questions. If you start with who, what, when, where, why, who, what, when, where, why, and how, say that 50 times fast. If you start with those words, the question is always going to be open-ended. And it's always going to prompt our customer to talk about their ideas, their goals, what they want to accomplish. Now, if we go back to the meaning of rapport, then what we understand is we need a close and harmonious relationship with our customer, and we need to understand their feelings and their ideas, and we need to be able to communicate well with them. So for me to understand their feelings or ideas, I need to ask who, what, when, where, why, and how are you going to be using this RV? Where are you going to be going? What are you going to be doing with? Where's the first place we're going? What are our favorite pastimes when we go camping? Who's going to be going with us? How many people's going to be going? Where, all these different things. There's a million different questions you can ask that start with who, what, when, where, why, and how. But the main caveat here is that the question has to be designed around our customers' needs, their emotions, their wants, their desires. Now, saying, what's your budget? That's not designed around my customer's emotions. That's not a question that's going to add value. What's your budget? That's a money question. That's a question that you ask after you learn their needs, after you learn their wants, after you build that trust and that rapport and you start communicating with them. Well, now you can say, oh, so what's your budget on this? And it's not going to come off as a price question if you do it at the right time in the sale. But if it's the first thing you start out with, if you say, hey, what's your credit score? That's not based off of adding value. What does a credit score have to do with adding value? It's not a vacation. It's not traveling with the kids or the loved ones. It's not knocking bucket list items. That doesn't get customers excited and talking about their emotions. No one gets excited talking about their credit score. So if the first thing you're asking your customers is not value add questions, starting with who, what, when, where, why, and how, then you're probably not building rapport. Okay, so we need to get in the habit of talking to our customers, asking the right questions, slowing the process down, and really learning their ideas, their goals, their wants, their desires, so that we can provide them with an RV that meets their needs. And if we're asking the right questions and we're customer centric and we're focused down on adding value into our customer's life, then we're going to be building rapport. If we're asking questions designed around the sale, around what they came in to talk about today, they didn't come into an RV dealership to talk about sports. They would have went to ESPN or Sports Center. They didn't come into an RV dealership today to talk about the weather outside, right? They understand what the weather is just as well as you do. So let's stop bringing that stuff up. It doesn't help you in the sale. I'm not saying we can't be cordial every now and again. I'm not saying if, your customer says, "Hey, what's your favorite NFL team?" I'm going to say, "Hey, it's the Cleveland Browns." And you know what? Taking an RV to a Browns game and going tailgating is one of the best experiences I've ever had. Right? So now I'm bringing it back to an RV while tying it to my team or the question they asked me. So I'm not staying there and saying, "Hey, the Browns are my favorite team. Did you see their recent addition? Do you see, who they added at this position, that position? Man, what do you think we're going to do this year? Do you think we're going to win a Super Bowl? Do you think we're going to make playoffs?" Like, I'm not going into that with them. And even though I enjoy football, even though I love my Browns, and even though I probably could have a 40-minute conversation about football, that's not what they came in today for. Excuse me. So we need to focus down on our customer, focus on their needs, their wants, what they're doing, what their goals are, what they're trying to accomplish. And when we can provide them with an RV that meets those needs, then they will buy from us on any given day. If you're an RV dealership, if you're an RV salesperson, or rather, if you're an RV dealership or a business that needs more customers for your salespeople, that's what we do here at Infinite Media Resources. When you add our program into your dealership or business, you'll likely see double the amount of customer leads. And that means our salespeople are talking to more customers. So the more salespeople or the more customer salespeople can talk to, the more deals we can close. So if you're a dealership or business that needs more customers, then give me a call directly. I'd love to share our program with you. You can reach me directly, 330-703-3930. Again, 330-703-3930. Give me a call. Let's talk about getting your dealership or business more leads so that your salespeople can close more deals and add value to more customers' lives. If you're an individual RV salesperson struggling at the deal, you can go grab the book, Sell More, Live More Sales Training. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it on Barnes and Noble. Link is in the description. So drop down in the link, grab that, drop down in the description rather, grab that link, go buy the book. It's not too expensive, like $9 to $12, somewhere around there. And make sure you give me that 5-star review after you read it. But nonetheless, you can also get online sales training from sellmorelivemore.net. So if you're an RV salesperson that wants to get into an online sales training program devoted specifically to RV sales, then you can sign up for that program at sellmorelivemore.net. It's roughly $9 a month or $100 for the whole program. So it's very inexpensive. Not sure how long we'll have that crazy price lasting. So hop over to sellmorelivemore.net, pay for that program, and get going on your RV sales training. But nonetheless, while we're out there building rapport with our customers, we have to remember that building rapport comes with asking the right questions, digging deep with our customer and going past surface level and really learning their ideas, their goals, their wants, their desires. What made you even think about buying an RV or looking at an RV? Right? And a customer might say something like, "Oh, well, me and my family, we love to go camping. We went out last week with our friends. They had an RV. We had a blast. They're going on another trip this weekend to, X, Y, and Z. And, even though we probably shouldn't buy an RV, we're kind of contemplating on buying an RV and going with them." Right? And that might be something that goes on. So now we're learning, like, what's happening? Hey, what did you do when you and your friend were camping? "Oh, well, we had the grills going out. We had the drinks flowing. There's probably 20 of us out there camping, having a good time. The kids are playing X, Y, and Z." And that's building rapport with our customers. That's learning their needs. That's learning their wants. And if you want to build rapport with them, asking add value questions or value add questions that start with who, what, when, where, why, and how is the best way to start learning more about your customer so you can build better rapport. Now, the next part of it, you got to go past surface level and you got to dig deep and really learn these needs. We can't just stop at the first question. We got to keep going. "Hey, where are you going to be going?" "Oh, we're going to be going here. We're going to do this." "Hey, who's going to be going with you?" "Oh, Johnny and Sally are going to be going with you." "Oh, what are you going to do when you get there?" "Oh, this is what we're going to do." What's your favorite thing to do, throughout the week? Oh, our favorite thing, after we did this and that, we go to the camp, blah, 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 blah. Right. And we're learning. We're learning the needs. We're learning the wants. We're learning their goals. And just like the definition of rapport, right? Let me pull that up here. A close and harmonious relationship in which the people or groups concerned understand each other's feelings or ideas and communicate well. Learn those ideas, ask those questions to learn those ideas, to learn your customers' feelings so that you can communicate well and close the deal on an RV. We're going to be talking about RV sales and the sales process in general all year long. So if you haven't given us a like on Facebook yet or subscribe to our YouTube channel, make sure you hop over to Facebook, hop over to YouTube, type in Infinite Media Resources, subscribe to our channel, and give us a like. That way you can be here for the different sales and marketing videos that we'll be putting out throughout the year. If you're a dealership or a business that needs more customer leads, then give us a call here at IMR. You can call me directly. That way I can share the program with you. A lot of the time, we're going to double the amount of customers your sales team is talking to. And when a good sales team has doubled the amount of customers, they can definitely close more deals. So give me a call directly, 330-703-3930. Again, 330-703-3930. And if you haven't gotten the book yet, Sell More, Live More Sales Training, go grab that book. You can get it at Amazon. You can get it at Barnes & Noble. Link is in the description. Drop down there, go grab the book. Let me know what you think by dropping me a review after you read it. So I want to thank everybody that keeps coming back to these RV sales training videos. We'll see you on the next one.